Hey guys, it's OKB. I'm here with the Coffin community here. We're doing a flash stream on, well, fireworks. Fireworks Festival pack. Which pack was this again? This is Fireworks Festival optional pack 6. Free ninja, but people are kind of iffy on which ninja they should pick. They don't know. None of them are the best ninja. None of them are really quite that meta. I do have a favorite here, but it might change for you depending on what you have. All right. I think there's like two different choices I would probably pick if you want to be competitive, and maybe a third choice if you're preparing for the future and you don't really care about which ninja. None of them helps that much. Well, there's one that potentially could be helpful. Okay, so Fireworks Festival. Let's see. They give you 45 of these packs, and some of these ninjas that they give you are the 45 packs means you get 45 fragments of some of these ninjas, and others you get twice as much, so 2 fragments per pack. That's 90 fragments. So 45 fragments or 90 fragments. They don't give it to you completely. Maybe they'll show it to you in like a future fireworks. They'll complete the ninja for you at some point, right? But yeah, this is I have some favorites, but I'm gonna go over each of these ninjas, whether you really like them, would really like them or not. First on the list is Taisho Tsunade. All right, and we're gonna have to go through. Let's see, Taisho Tsunade. Suna does not have. Yeah, it's kimono on Kono Proxy, but basically this ninja is outdated. The only thing that she stands out in is that she has double a life. If she takes fatal damage, she escapes death and then gets 100% health. That actually might be more than 200% health, because fatal damage could be, someone might be dealing like 9,000 damage to you and you had like 20 HP left, and then that extra 8,900 something is ignored, and then you go back to 100% life. So it could be more than that. She's a healer, but only by mystery, and her mystery healing is, well, not that good. Healing 15% ninjutsu, remove all debuffs. 6 people. It's on the field, but and when her chakra's 100, the number of people healed is 9. But like Rizzo Tsunade is just so much better for healing, and having like a standard attack that hits people, 4 people. You might get chaosed by people. You might get feared by people. There's a lot of status effects out here that affect people who standard attack. So it's not that good. But yeah, if you do want a healer or some kind of ninja that lasts for a long time and as a support, then I guess Tsunade could work, right? She also has the Summer Kurenai, like suffer from chaos. That could be fun, I guess, if you're like suppressing immunity status and then having people attack you and be chaos all the time. Sure, could work. Throw it in with a Ibiki or Nier Hashirama, right? Something like that. She's just not that good though. Okay. Next on the list, we're gonna go for Summit Madara, and this one. So Summit Madara has something that no other. Well, okay, I guess Kisame also has this, but yeah, Summit Madara does not have breakthroughs. They could have breakthroughs in the future, but it's not seen in. We just don't see it in China. And we got this barrier that cancels all buffs and shields, and interrupts everything. And mystery skills cannot be used unless he dies. It lasts for a single round. There's a 3-round cooldown, so this is like a one-trick pony. But maybe there's a use case for this in Greninja War or something. Maybe you want to shut down your opponent's other supports if they have any mysteries. Could be Edo Itachi, which could actually be pretty powerful. Like maybe your opponent, maybe your side wants to use Edo Zabuza, for example, or yeah, just Edo Zabuza, and you after that you want to shut everyone else down so that Edo Zabuza is not controlled by any other ninjas. I don't know what it is, right? But the difference between him and Kasame is that he doesn't summon sharks, which could be a bad thing if you're fighting somebody who heals when a unit dies, or does splash damage. Or, he also cancels buffs and shields, which Kasame doesn't. It's possibly like you could probably throw this in 3 versus 3 arena, if you have ninjas that do really good standard attacks, or for example Green Ninja or Madara, which hits a whole line of people. That's pretty strong. We also have 6 past Naruto, but the opponent doesn't use any mysteries, then it wouldn't matter. Uh, yeah, I mean, just really people who are really good at standard attacks, or maybe chases. Chases could work. I don't know, throwing like Toshi Jiraiya or something with chases. This is like the I wouldn't say it's the counter to Edo Madara, but it does shut down Edo Madara's mystery, which is a big part of Edo Madara. So you could use this in a single round, like in round 1, so that you only want to play round 2, right? But I mean, he has some other stuff like acupuncture, which is basically interruption as well. Absorbs a little chakra 2 times around, 20 combo ignition, which may or may not be good, and then has a high chance of chase dodge. Still just not meta. I just don't see him. But if I want to troll somebody in 3vs3 arena or maybe Great Ninja War, I could do that. You could actually have 3 people use. You could actually have 3 people use Summit Madara in position 1 if they're faster than your opponent, and this battle turns into a nothing burger. Like it just only standard attacks by setup, which would be kind of hilarious. I guess if you're high power, this is a fun ninja. Okay, I'll probably go past that. I mean, he's like a better. I would prefer him over Taisho Tsunade, but like sometimes not. He's just for fun. Okay, Edo Tobirama has breakthroughs. And I mean, we'll have to go over here. Tobirama. So we have breakthroughs on here, but the number one thing about Edo Tobirama is really just Minato. Yeah, just getting Minato's barrier. And before you say that Minato is out of date, he really isn't. That 100% defense resistance is worth it. It's probably the only barrier that might be worth getting. The only barrier, natural barrier that you can get, like at the beginning of each round, the beginning of the round, sort of barrier. Like other barriers, like Daru with the lightning. Yeah, that's too much risk. Like the barriers get changed. But Minato gives defensive resistance by 100%, which is great against Great Ninja War or Chimaru. Preemptive attacks. It's really good against preemptive attacks, and that's what I use in 3vs Arena. I fought Great Ninja War Chimarus in 3vs Arena, and that my Minato barrier helped me beat those guys. Right now, I also had 1 Great Ninja War Chimaru, but I often fight people with 3 Great Ninja War Chimarus. So it's the defense against Great Ninja War Chimaru, right? The Minato barrier, and Tobirama is necessary for that bond skill for Minato. So that's the number 1 reason why you want to get Tobirama, and I'm actually considering that. I'm pretty close to getting Tobirama, just for the Minato barrier, so I might get a couple fragments of him there, but if I have any leftovers. But yeah. Okay, his breakthroughs are honestly not that much better. His +2 becomes increasing 30% damage. You still do interruption, knockdown, and tag. If the guy suffers from tag, cooldown reduces to 1. Problem is, people have a lot of status reflex and immunity to status, or some just sort of dodge, and it doesn't hit through immunity to status. If it did, it would be much better. The Y skill is interruption, knockdown, tag again. Once again, skill cooldown will be reduced to 1 every single round. I think the difference here. Okay, the difference here is the Y skill has a 2-round cooldown, and the +2 has a 3-round cooldown if you do not hit somebody who has tag. And the +2 has 30% increase in damage. I'll probably go for the Y, but sometimes the +2 might be okay in arena. The +2, let's see, water, 4 combo to 4 units, so 16 combo at max. High chance of knockdown. I think it's not that much of a difference. It's just a fixed chance with 3 people, hitting 3 people, and now you're hitting 4 people. And a high chance of knockdown. Not that much better, not that special. Alright, his 30 combo becomes damage decreased by 10%, but interruption and tag to 3 random units. This one is to hit 2 units. That's not much of a difference. It's not that much better either. It's a 30 combo chase, and tag can be dodged, also immune to status, and so this ability of tag is not reliable with this mystery. The Y+1 skill is 20 combo, interruption and tag to 2 units, random units, which cannot be removed for 2 rounds. But that also means that it doesn't hit the immunity status. Right? That's still a problem, right? That's someone might have status reflect on top of that too. So yeah, not my favorite. But we do have this, when you cause taijutsu damage, increase attack by 25%, then jutsu by 10%, which is, his chase is Tai. His standard attack is not, but his mystery is. So it's somewhat helpful if you manage to mystery Well, you can't mystery two times in a round, so you can probably have to rely on the chase. If you can increase the number of chases for like Toast Shirai or something, you could increase your scaling from 25% to if you do your combo, yeah, to 50 to 75 to 100. Also, ninjas increase, of course, but only by 10% each time. It's okay. The scaling, while nice, I feel like Kotetsu is still better, in general, because he has double number of chases. Alright, Flying Raijin is just dodging 60%. He has one dodge, and then he has a 60% chance of dodging any standing attacks. It's okay. The other one is Resurrection. And he does have a bond skill, which increases his damage by, I think, 40%. So it's just like any other, really, bond skill. It's like an extra ability. But the thing is that it's nothing special. There's nothing overwhelming, or nothing powerful, nothing that really gives you a whole ton, unless your opponent doesn't have any barrier ninjas like Edo Madara, which is everywhere, right? So maybe in round 1 this will help you. Maybe if you're using Great Ninja or Jamaru and you summon the barrier, that could help you. Yeah. Other than that, like, it's more like a blitz sort of thing. It's not the best, but it could be a number 1 choice for you guys. You know, but that's only if you want the Minato barrier. You probably don't want to spend money for 4 stars Tobirama, because there's much better ninjas than this. Okay, let's see. SwimSuit Temari. So they give you double the fragments of SwimSuit Temari, 90 fragments, which is nice. However, SwimSuit Temari, while she has breakthroughs, is just not that much better than Great Ninja or Temari with breakthroughs. So her +2 is just 5 combo, high float, cancels buffs and shields, increased damage by 30%, 20 chakra, but the battlefield cooldown is 1. The cooldown is 3. The Y skill has the same battlefield cooldown, but no 30% increase in damage, and she increases a selected unit's mystery cooldown by 1. That's the difference. And also she interrupts, which I guess is not too bad if you're faster. She's not immune to status though, so there's a lot of possible controls you can do on her. Also, she deals medium damage, which I'm not sure I like. Medium damage, usually you want high damage, but yeah, medium damage doesn't sound terribly nice if you want to win. The standard attack just increases the chance of causing low. She has the +2, causes low repulse with the 20% increase in damage 3 times. Yeah, you still get 3 times with or without, so it's not that important. Then you have this chase. Okay, so every time this unit releases a chase skill, increase ninjutsu resistance by 10%, and decreases mystery cooldown by 1. So technically, you can mystery every single round. But yeah, ninjutsu resistance increased by, I mean, it's okay, I guess. You could do this 3 times, so that's 30%. It's not that big of a deal. You could probably do this with Toshi Strat and increase it to like 80%, but that's, by round 5. I still think Great Ninja Temari, which with her pure offense, is much better, or somewhat better. The Y+1 skill, instead of increasing stats, increases chakra, which actually might be helpful here and there. As a support, perhaps. It decreases her own mystery. So, as a support, she can remove buffs and shields, possibly. And also, give you some chakra with the chase. That's if she's not paralyzed, but for whatever reason. And then she chases 3 times, possibly more if you do Toshi Shiraya. Lower pulse a lot. Nothing great, but I can see her as a support. Alright, the bottom one. Most ninjas are male, and she has this ability of increasing resistance and defense by 35% for each male unit. So that's basically 115%, if I did math right. 90% plus 15, 105% defense and resistance. So she self-protects herself even better than Wedding Hinata does. So I guess, if you need the chase, it should be okay. But yeah, the Y+1 skill actually might be good though. Increasing male ninjas damage by 40% when they're hit by mystery. So if you're slower than the other guy, then you could probably do this to increase the amount of damage that you do to the other guy. Because 40% increase in damage, it's actually not bad. But I'm just worried about her survival. She's not immune to status. She doesn't have. Oh, actually, she does have a defensive ability, but if you do the Y+1, then she could die because she doesn't have any sort of defensive resistance against damage, just in general. So it's a risky thing, Yeah, I don't know. Maybe you're fighting against another Edo Madara. It's hard to say, but this 40% increase in damage might be okay for some risky teams. Okay, I would put her just like so far. Tobirama is my number one choice. If you're gonna go for Minato barrier, if not, probably go for like Summit Madara. Tamari might be okay though, but yeah, probably Madara a little bit more. But because Madara, they only give you half the fragments, so maybe just Tamari because they give you the full fragments. You never know. But yeah, that's not the only ninjas left. Masked Man is not that good. I mean, for one, I actually have this ninja in here. Yeah. Do I have Masked Man? He's a really old ninja. Okay, basically reducing your Cherokee attacking ninjutsu by 12% while he's on the field for both sides. 12% isn't a huge amount. He does have a repulse, slow, immobilize, chase, ignore some defense, which only matters in arena, and then high chance of repulse with the attack. And then so his mystery causes damage to one guy, immobilize, cancels buffs and shields. Units defeated by this skill cannot be revived. Problem is that chances are you probably won't kill somebody with the skill, so it's a very iffy skill. And the bottom passive is high chance of evading one attack. It's very old school, old fashioned, and it's just out of date. So maybe if that breakthroughs in the future, like Hokage Minato had a breakthrough in the future. Jonin Minato does not. He had a bond skill though. Yeah, I like the bond skill. Maybe Masked Man will have a bond skill, but he wasn't really bonded with anyone, so probably not. Yeah, he's the lowest guy on my list really here. Yeah, ignore that. Now the last but not least is the one I'm probably gonna go more for, and that's Make Out Paradise Kakashi. I'm gonna do some breakthroughs and I'll put some music over this too. But yeah, Make Out Paradise Kakashi. Now I already have some of his fragments. I think just randomly from here and there, some events here and there. So I'm pretty close, not just from fireworks, and I'm sure some of you guys are as well. I would actually want him. First of all, they give 2 fragments of him each time, so it's easier to get, right? 90 fragments in total. Maybe you get him 3 stars, but maybe in the future you get some random free fragments of him just randomly, because I did get him a lot of random fragments of him here and there. Deal damage okay, so the mystery normally was just to deal high flow and acupuncture. You had the battlefield cooldown of 1, but 0 chakra cost. The cooldown was 3 rounds, which is a lot, so it wasn't very good. The +2 turns that into 2 rounds, and it's unavoidable acupuncture, so some sort of interruption, which would be funny for the high power players. Round cooldown time round 2, battlefield cooldown round 1. Yeah, no chakra usage. The Y+1 is a little different. There's no battlefield cooldown, and the cooldown time is 2, also 0 chakra, but you're only dealing damage in acupuncture and not high float. That makes sense because you don't want to start a combo, or you don't want to allow people to start a combo so easily. But there are some combinations with this and another Billy below, right? But let's go down first to standard attack. Just 3 combo high float, not much of a difference. The dodge here, 90% chance to evade 1 attack or 50% chance to evade 2 attacks each round. I'll probably just go for the 1 attack. The 50% off is, I don't know, feels like sometimes it won't matter. It depends on who you're fighting. Okay, there's also a passive here. At the beginning of the battle, all units in the opponent's lineup will have their resistance reduced by 20%, which I guess 10% to 20%. Yeah, it's okay. I'm not holding my so far. I mean, 20% resistance. It's not too bad. It's like having a gimmick carry for everything. Though maybe this can pop off some dodges. Maybe that could be useful. We'll have to test that out later. I'll show you guys. I'll test this out later. Just hopefully you can pop some dodges. All right, and the bottom one is what actually really matters. So the bottom passive. Before an action, recover 15 chakra, cancel 1 debuff for every ninja alive. Can be triggered twice per round. And twice per round means 1 is going to be the standard attack and 2 is going to be the mystery. And so you can probably do this in round 1. Attack somebody, cause acupuncture, but your main goal is really just to recover some chakra and cancel 1 debuff. Kind of like a keto. More offensive version of Kakido. Plus, you get chakra. I actually like that a little bit more. Maybe you get 30 chakra and you just wanted a little bit more. Could work with New York Heroes and with his 10 chakra mystery in round 1. Then there's the Y+1 skill, which is the major point. This is I consider Make Out Kakashi number 1 just because of this ability, right? And it's kind of like Windblade Asuma's buff or Ronin Naruto's buff or any of those pre-move buffers. Before the first action of each round, all male ninjas in your lineup will enter excited mode until the end of the round. Okay, now this probably means that you have to activate your mystery to activate excited mode. It's kind of hard to say, but if that is true, then maybe I don't know. Excited mode. I remember from Summer Kakashi, excited mode is 60% attack and ninjutsu increase, which is a lot actually. So if you want to do something like Howling Kimimaro, throw in Howling Kimimaro, which increases another 60% mystery damage, and then you have Kakashi with excited mode in round one. That's like 120-ish percentage, and then you find someone else, Edo Hiruzen or something like that, and you just blitz it out. That's a lot of beginner damage, really. So I want to test this out in arena. Maybe you can blitz somebody out. You could probably blitz somebody out, and this is free to play too. So, yeah, the excited mode is 60% attack and ninjutsu damage. Though that means you have less defensive resistance. But that's the point of blitz. You're trying to go offensive and try to kill as much as possible so that you can win. Even if you don't kill everything, maybe you deal enough damage, right? But yeah, this is like number one reason I would pick Kakashi over everyone else, except for Tobirama because of the Minato barrier. But if you're not going for the Minato barrier, I don't know if I even have Minato in here. Okay, I have him 3 stars. We'll have to get a 4 stars at some point. But okay, I need Tobirama. I'm very close. So I'll probably collect, like once I finish off Kakashi, I'll probably collect some on some of the Tobirama fragments. Try to get them here, and then let's see. So for the bond skill, I also need Hashirama, which I have, Edo Hashirama. And then the last one, so Minato Hiruzen. Do I have Hiruzen? This is Breakthroughs, right? I have Edo Hiruzen. So I'm actually getting pretty close to the Minato barrier, which is necessary for some of the, especially against those Granny George Marus. Pesky Granny George Marus are, man, the barrier really helps you against that. That's like the only way I can win against 3 Granny George Marus in a fight. Right? They might have Kisame to destroy the barrier later, but that's okay. Defending against like 3 Granny George Maru with like summoning Minatos, then it's necessary if you want to counter some of the Granny George Marus. Okay, we're gonna do. So I'm gonna collect some fragments of this now. Let's see how many, and then we're gonna do some breakthroughs on here at double speed, maybe more for Kakashi. But yeah, let's see how many fragments of Kakashi I need here. Let's see, make out Paradise, right? Yeah. And then we need 15 fragments, and they give 2 each one, so technically 16. If we want the pack, let's see, fireworks pack. No, that's something else. I did not collect some of these, so it gets a little bit confusing when I try to go in. Fireworks festival pack. Oh, this is the Nagato Third Bright Kage Angel Gata Konin. Yeah, I forgot to collect that too. All right, it might be faster if I type in pack as I search, and I don't think anything has changed. It's all packs. Fireworks. Okay, fire. There we go. So much easier. Okay, this is the one. We're gonna go. Okay, we need 16, which divided by 2 is 8. So we need 8 of these packs for make out Kakashi, and I suggest, yeah, I think there's only the number one breakthrough on here for Kakashi is probably going to be the excited mode, and then the number 2, well, first of all, we're going to upgrade the stars. We have 1 extra fragment, whatever. I'm not going to care about most other abilities here. The only one I really want is going to be the excited mode for the buffer. The resistance is okay. What's number 2? Maybe the evasion. Maybe the standard attack sucks. Unavoidable. Okay, Y+1 perhaps. So the mystery and the passive. Either one, because it looks like the first action of each round. Before the first action of each round, male units will enter excited. Does that mean like each male unit before each male unit's action they get an excited mode? Is that what happens? So like each like your position 1 might get excited, but then your position 2, 3s, and 4s won't get excited until later on. We gotta test that out too. Okay, Yeah, but yeah, I think the mystery is going to be important if that's what this means. But yeah, excited mode is number 1, mystery is number 2, um, dodge is number 3, and dodge is number 3. Passive is number 4. Yeah, passive is number 4. But I mean, at this point, I'm probably not going to even bother. So we're just going to go for mystery and passive. Passive, absolutely, though. It's completely useless if you don't get anything with passive. Huh? Let's see. Yeah. Oh, we got a +2, but it's only purple. Yeah. I think even if I get a goal on mystery, I wouldn't do it. I don't have very many experimentals, so we'll have to see. Oh yeah, I'm supposed to put music over this. Or not. Got it pretty quickly. Alright, we're gonna probably get like a random bunch of +1s. That's not a very good +1. So I'll do another one. Ooh, that's very good. Okay, so a lot of +1s. Y skill. Alright, I can only do this, but I'll probably go for Y here. And then I have this, which is awesome, but I want excited mode. And then we also have a high chance of high flow. That doesn't matter too much, but I do like that I get a lot with just a couple experimentals. Okay, now let's test this out.